You might be wondering, why is there a car behind you? I am in my garage. It is horrible lighting in my basement. It is also awfully loud. And today's a really windy day, so I have the door closed, but I'm trying to have some better lighting, trying to have some better audio, and just trying to have some kind of peace of mind making these videos and maybe an easier time editing them as well. So today we're doing a shoe review, and that lucky shoe will be the Endorphin Speed 4. This is a shoe that I bought a little while ago. I believe midsummer, and I've really thoroughly enjoyed it. I've used it primarily for racing, so I only have 35 miles on it because I've only done a 4-mile race, which is the Achilles 4 mile for Hope, and the New Balance 5th Avenue mile. So that's 5 miles in total from racing, and then there's 30 more miles over the course of probably about midway through the summer for speed days, speed work. What is this shoe actually meant for? Because I don't always use them for the right purpose, right? This shoe is meant for training. It's meant for up-tempo training. It's not meant for your easy days because it does have a pretty aggressive rocker, which a rocker would be like that, right? So it has a pretty aggressive one. It's also not your standard trainer where it's just foam. So this shoe features a bunch of cool things. So here are the metrics. So the Saucony Endorphin Speed 4, right? It is not just foam, but it also features PEBA infused foam and a plastic nylon plate. So what is the difference between a nylon plate and a carbon plate? It's really just the stiffness, the thickness, how heavy it is. So the nylon plate still has that added feature. Both plates are meant for really that increase in snapback, the energy return, all of which help you move faster. So the nylon plate has been doing that, which is why I've kept the shoe only for speed days and race days, because I want to preserve the lifespan of that shoe. What it's meant for obviously is, all your up-tempo runs, but I'm not doing many of those right now. I'm really back in base building because I was injured. My favorite thing about this shoe, it just feels damn good. Like, the feel is really good. I don't know if it's better actually than the Adidas Evo Outsole, which we'll get to in a different video, but it feels really good when you're racing in it. It is a powerful shoe. It's very lightweight as well. It's very breathable. So it's a thicker mesh than what you might find on other shoes, especially shoes that you would be using for racing, where they're so thin they're almost translucent or transparent. This shoe has a little more protection, which is awesome because, again, it is made for training. As far as the structure of the shoe, I love the tongue. I have no issue with it. The lacing is perfectly fine. Every aspect of the shoe is very comfortable. Initially, I had some issues, and I have a fairly narrow foot, I would say, but the shoe is very narrow around this part, like this bridge over here. And I relaced it a few times. I've broken the shoes a little bit more, and that issue has completely resolved. So I can now say that I have zero complaints for the Saucony Endorphin Speed 4. As far as wear and tear, it's meant to run up to 300 miles. There's plenty of reviews at this point because this is a little bit of an outdated shoe. They just came out with a new one. But I think there's plenty of videos kind of showing the lifespan of the Endorphin Speed 4. As I said, I only have 35 miles, so it's very new still out of the box. As far as durability, like I said, it's a thicker upper, but it doesn't compromise really with weight or feeling heavy. So it does its job in that case. As far as the midsole and the outsole, I have zero damage on this shoe, with exception to the first time I wore it in that street race, and it's just damage along here, which I think is, it's expected. I kind of always damage my shoes fairly quickly because I don't know what's wrong with me, quite frankly, but it is what it is. In comparison to a lot of shoes we've been seeing, this shoe does have a fair amount of rubber, as you can see, so it's very grippy on the street, even in wet conditions. The New Balance mile I actually ran while it was raining, and I thoroughly enjoyed that race. I didn't feel like I was going to slip or fall at all. And as you can see right here, actually that plate, like I said before, that rocker is really amazing. As far as weight, it weighs 8.2 ounces, and I am size 10 in men's US. The shoe is $170 at this point. You can probably find it consistently for $150 or less, especially since they came out with that newer generation. There's plenty of awesome colorways. When I wanted this shoe, I wanted it actually in white, which is probably a good thing because that I got in black because all my shoes are white now, and they're all getting pretty damn dirty. You know, the usual 2 rating system that we have, a personal rating and then a competitive rating. I'm going to rate the Endorphin Speed 4 fairly high. Even though I only have 35 miles on it, I thoroughly enjoy it. It's been able to take me up to paces where I'm running, you know, sub 6, 540 pace, whatever it may be, for upwards of a mile. I've been able to do even faster than that on track repeats, longer efforts as well, staying comfortable, staying fast, feeling like the shoe is really pushing me forward and keeping me on pace. So I'm going to rate this a personal rating of an 8.5. As far as competitive on the market, I think it is an 8. I've definitely ranked certain trainers higher than this. I am rating this as a personal speed day shoe, not an everyday trainer. At this point, it's an outdated shoe. It's over a year, 2, maybe 3, going on at least 2 years old. There's new shoes on the market that are eating it up. And the new version doesn't even compare to those, so I can't put this shoe higher than those. Thanks for watching. Peace.
You just have to endure.